What does it mean to be denied a U.S. visa under Section 212A6CI? That section talks about the fact that a person who is trying to apply or seek for entry into the United States is misrepresenting him or herself to the U.S. government. In other words, the person is trying to receive a visa or enter the United States by willfully misrepresenting a material fact or committing fraud. When you do that, you are going to be denied a visa, or your visa is going to be withdrawn under that section, the INA section 212A6CI. Now, this is a very serious crime within the US law on immigration. What it's all trying to say is that you put in application to the US government seeking to enter the US, but the information that you provided are information that are not true. And because you provided wrong information or you lied, that is going to make it difficult or impossible for them to allow you to come into the US. Now, if they relied on that misrepresentation or fraudulent information that you gave, and they allow you to enter, and later they find out that visa they gave you or the entry they gave you will be withdrawn and you are going to be deported. One thing you have to realize is that once you are found guilty of this crime, or once you have become ineligible under this section, it becomes permanent ineligibility, which means that anytime you try to apply for a visa, you are going to be denied based on the same reason. So it's going to be permanent on your record, and until or unless you are able to get a very good immigration lawyer to deal with this situation and get you out of it, it's going to follow you for the rest of your life. Note that it's very, very important. The American government takes this section very serious, and you don't want to fall into that trap or into that category. Okay, so what is material fact that can be misrepresented? Let's say, for instance, when you are applying for the visa, they ask you, do you have any criminal background, or have you been convicted of any crime before? And then you said no. And then they give you the visa, and later they find out that, oh, you committed some crime in your country. That is misrepresentation of a material fact. You see, if you had told them that you had that criminal record, they wouldn't have given you the visa. So for them to give you the visa by relying on the information that you gave them, you have lied to them. And when they find out, that visa opportunity is going to be withdrawn, and is going to make it impossible or nearly impossible for you to ever come back into the United States. Let's say, for instance, they ask you, are you married? And then you say, no. And based on the fact that you said no, they give you the visa. And then later, they find out, oh, you are married. But you lied to them, and then came into the US maybe based on a K visa. You told them you have a fiancée in the US and you are coming in to visit her or something. And then you come in, you get married to the fiancée here, and then based on that, you get your documents processed for you to become a permanent resident or whatever. And then later they find out that you are still married to somebody in your country. You didn't get divorced, you didn't annul your marriage, but you are still married and you lied to get that visa. They are going to say that you misrepresented or caused fraudulence, or you fraudulently lied to the officials. You are in trouble. The other way can also be said. You said, oh, you are married. And then you forge marriage certificates and whatever. And then you bring somebody with you as your wife or husband. And you come into the US. And then later they find out all the documents that you showed were fake. You fall into this category. And your visa and the privileges of entering into the US will be withdrawn. And it will be nearly impossible or impossible to ever enter into the US. If you want to deal with this situation, you can do what we call the waiver of ineligibility. Now, to be able to do that successfully, you will need an experienced immigration lawyer to handle that case for you. I'm doing this video because I've had some people coming to me with this situation. And you see, the serious part is that I've talked to you about the 5 countries that share information on immigration. You should check that video and watch it. When this information is received by the US, they will share it with these other 4 countries. And once it's shared with them, you won't be able to apply to any of these 4 countries because they will deny you. They will deny you. So I'm doing this video to make you aware so you avoid this situation, so that you get yourself ready and then do the right thing. Honesty, I keep always telling you, honesty is key. You want to do it right the first time so you don't have any problem. Don't lie, because the officials will check. They will do a background check. And if they find out that you've lied, you are going to find yourself in deep trouble. So please take this video seriously. Share it with your friends. Save it. Make sure that it's a guide for you when you are trying to apply for a US visa. Never lie. Never lie in your application. It will come back to bite you. It can be 100 years or whatever years. If they find out, it will go against you. So take this video serious. Share with everybody that you know. If you have any comment, put it in the comment, and you can use the information scrolling on the screen to get in touch with me. We are here to help you to be able to achieve your travel dream, so that you'll be able to come to the US on your own. Thank you.